What? Are we officially back right now? Yes, we are. We are. Captain Jack Tallboy Gareth, can you see? Hey, it's me. I'm back after like 10, 12 days. Wow. Guys, not so quick little story today about what's actually happening with me and what's been going on, why I've been off air for 12 days, even though I've promised myself to make daily videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and ring the bell. So I've had some problems with my Atem Mini Pro. That's that little bad boy right here. This is what I use to control everything in my studio. Just like that. I'd show you my computer screen too, but it's not plugged in. Well, the computer's not turned on at the moment because we don't need it for this video. But yes, that's my bird rosy chicken. We have had a serious problem with the Atem Mini Pro, but by the end of the video, you'll realize that it may not have been their fault. I will explain everything. So like I said, this is what it looks like. It controls my cameras, 1 camera, 2 camera, camera 3, camera 4. It basically records all of the sound. It records everything sexy I do. Now, the problem with what I've been having is these things here. These are the portable hard drives that you have to use in order to get this thing working. I've been using a Samsung T5 hard drive. It's a 1 terabyte. Now, this is the problem potentially that I've been having with my Atem Mini Pro. I'm now using a blue version, a 500 gigabyte, not a terabyte, but a 500 gigabyte version. Anyway, guys, let's just get into the story as to why I've been away for 10, 12 days, something like that. Okay, I've filmed many shows on this channel so far, and with some of the shows, the recording of the show has failed, and I've had to re-record a show maybe 3-4 times until it's been recorded. This has happened to me so many times. I've filmed like the most perfect show. It's gone down so well. Let's not try and clip the noise. It doesn't clip the noise anymore. The show's been absolutely perfect. No mistakes, great. And I've had to record the same show like 3 or 4 times. I think one show was 4 times. The rest have been like maybe 2 or 3 times. But it is crazy, like when you've cooked an egg on this table right here, and you have to cook it again, which is what I did twice. So anyway, yeah, I've Googled my problem, and apparently many people did experience the same problem with a previous software update from the Atem Mini. But according to BlackMagic, they're the people that make the Atem Mini. According to BlackMagic, which I had some magic to find where I'm actually reading, the newer update for this fix. There's a newer update, and of course it does fix this issue. So I updated my Atem Mini Pro to the newer software update, and this problem was still very much happening. My God, was it happening. So I updated my software to the newest software, and it's still very much happening. I talked to BlackMagic, and they told me my problem. Sorry, told them my problem. I don't know what I'm talking about. And they gave me a RA number. An RA number is a repair send back number. So I could send it back to their Melbourne offices for inspection, right? When applying for my RA number on the web page, there was a space. There's basically a little area on the web page where you can type what the problem is, right? But it only allows 250 characters. Come on, guys, what the hell? I had so much problems that I needed more than 250 characters to say what I needed to say. Guys, please fix that if you're watching this. Yes, so I printed out my own information to send it back in the box, into the Atem Mini Pro box, so they could basically, get a better understanding what my actual problem was, not just I'm forced to write 250 characters. So this was what I wrote down, what I printed and put it into the box. This problem originally happened, this problem was originally happening, I should say, 20% of the time. But now I'd say upwards of 50%. I'm having this problem with my Atem Mini Pro, and I'm filming daily shows with it. And the shows are failing to record. Dun, dun, dun. Where are we? Most times when a show fails, the show records around 5 to 10 minutes and the rest of the show has failed. This is my problem. Now, there are 3 ways I have seen a show fail. Of course, this is the letter I sent to the Atem Mini Pro BlackMagic company in Melbourne, right? Number 1, this is the number 1 way a show fails out of 3. Number 1, the record light on the Atem Mini Pro starts flashing fast, and as soon as it does, that's it. It's failed, and the only way to stop the record is to unplug the device. Pushing stop record doesn't do anything. So on here is a little record button. I almost clicked it and stopped the show prematurely. Ouch. Right here is the little record light. It sometimes flashes really, really quick. And as soon as it does that, I know the show has stopped recording. And the only way to stop the light from flashing, you can't turn it off, you just have to unplug the hard drive. Number 2, the record light is on and everything looks fine. But the record time on the monitor is telling me it's paused with no more counting. So on my TV monitor, which I actually can't show you because it's in front of me, it shows me all my camera angles and it shows me the recording time of how long this video has been recording for. Sometimes when my videos have failed, the recording time has just been pause. That's me pretending to be paused. Yet the light on the Atem Mini Pro still says it's recording. Welcome to my life. Fuck. All right, the third problem. Both the record light and the record timer on the screen looks to be just fine. Whoa, we're doing great, everybody. We're having a great time. Oh, but no, we're not. I almost lost my place where I'm up to. They look to be just fine, but they're lying. But once I review the footage, the show has randomly stopped recording. Sometimes into the show without really warning me at all. So both the record light and the countdown time or count up time are telling me how long I've been filming the show for are both recording just fine. Nothing's flashing, everything's still ticking away. But of course, it has not worked. The amount of shows that we have lost and had to redo because of this fault is ridiculous and completely unprofessional. So that was my long-winded letter to them. So that day, this is where bigger problems happen for me now. Not just to do with this, but it's as if God wants me to fail. If you're listening to me, I will not let you make me fail. We're going to continue every day, hopefully. Anyway, hopefully. At this point, I can't promise anything clearly. So that day, I took my Atem Mini Pro to the post office because I had an RA number. They were expecting it to their Melbourne offices so they could, fix it or send me a brand new one or whatever, do the tests on it. So that day, I took my Atem Mini Pro to the post office on Monday, the 18th of January. I got to the post office 5 minutes before they closed at 5 p.m. Winning? Oh no, I was not winning. G'day, mate. So I got to the post office 5 minutes before they closed at 5 p.m. The lady locked the door after I walked in. I was the last in. How cool was that? I packed my Atem Mini Pro in an expensive next day delivery parcel and gave it to them. Then, there's always a then. Then they said that the parcel truck comes every day at 4 p.m. instead of 5 because of COVID. Why would the truck at the post office come an hour before it closes? Even because of COVID? I don't know. But it did, and it does. And because I missed the truck, it would be sent tomorrow at 4 p.m., even though I came 5 minutes before the shop closed. Wow. So, 2 days later, they, BlackMagic, finally received it in Melbourne. Basically, and then Thursday, 3 days later, so 3 days after I originally sent it, they got back to me with this message. Here we go, God. Give me another one. How many of these can I take? I don't know. Hey, Gareth. Hey guys, what's going on? Oh, are you ready? We've just completed some tests on your Atem Mini Pro and found that we have no issues with the unit so far. Wow. I have a long script on my phone, by the way. I don't think I've told you that yet. I've spent like half an hour on my phone writing all this information down so I can tell you guys. But yep, that's what they sent me. The unit just finished a 5-hour recording because they're doing tests on it, right? As expected, this recording was split into 3 chunks in that 5 hours apparently, and all of these look fine. The drives that we are testing with is a relatively new 500 gigabyte Samsung T5 unit with the original cable. I'll try a different drive tomorrow to see if we can replicate the issue. Well, that's what I'm using now, a 500 gigabyte drive, but I was using a Samsung T5 terabyte, 1000. But anyway, so then I said, that's interesting. The brand new Samsung T5 drive I'm using is the 1 terabyte T5 with the original cable. Original cable, mind you, I'm not using an aftermarket cable. The recording problem happens randomly. Few shots might be all right. Few shows, I should say, it might be all right, but then it happens for the next show. I highly suggest you try recording and stopping, then recording and then stopping, and so on. That's how I've had my problem. Long story short, they never actually did test this with a 1000 gigabyte Samsung T5, which is what I have. They never actually did. So anyway, we'll continue. Then they sent me a message back. Hey Gareth, we have tested your unit again this morning, but I just had a thought. You definitely have a Samsung T5 and not a T7. The issues you're describing are consistent with that of a T7 drive. I definitely have a T5 drive. Then I replied, Friday. The drive I have is 100% a Samsung 1 terabyte T5, as we just said. Then they responded, same day. Hey Gareth, thanks Gareth. We've been running 4-minute tests here this morning, and make sure that we have all the clips and that they are all properly recorded. We've tried this on both exFAT and OSX T5 discs. That's right. They've been formatted a certain way, I think. At this stage, it looks like you may have a faulty T5 or USB cable. We will be continuing the test. So then 2 days pass because it's now the weekend and nothing happens on the weekend. Why? That made me want to cough, that. All right. Then I got a message on Monday, the 25th of January. Hey, Gareth. Hey, boys. For your information, they said, I've run a bunch of 15-second tests today, and I received 40 clips, all at close to 15 seconds as possible. Does that make sense? Each one straight after the other. All clips were successful and complete when viewed back. Well, that's great news, but why is it still happening to me? I get this package, this is what he says, I'll get this packaged up and shipped back to you, as I don't think there's anything really we can do further on regarding testing. So yeah, they did all these tests over a week and a half period. I just said period. And they could still not find the problem. So then I messaged back, thank you for all your help, I appreciate it. One thing that they didn't do, which was a good thing, was they didn't charge me for the testing, which they probably should have, but based on me giving them all the information, truthful information, they decided not to charge me. Thank you guys. But yes. So then I messaged back, thank you for your help. Now, I was hoping to get this back the next day, but because it was the 26th of January, which is Australia Day, woohoo! So like Homer Simpson then. And no mail comes on that day. So it arrived on the 27th. Now, because no one was home on that day, I was not home that day, the parcel guy took it back with him on the truck and gave me a piece of paper in my mailbox saying that he had it. God I know what you're trying to do to me, and it's not going to work. I love you, God. Don't jinx me. Now, so it arrived on the 27th, and because no one was home on that day, the parcel guy decided to take it back with him on the truck. Now, I called the toll parcel delivery office to ask where the hell is my Atem Mini Pro? And the nice lady said I would get a text message back. I lost my place. And of course, that never came. Well, that never came. The text message that she promised I would get with information of my Atem Mini Pro never came. So the next day, the 28th, which is today, which is what I'm filming. So the next day, the 28th of January, I called Toll up again and complained and asked, where's my package? Where my package was. They told me it was at a package locker in 7-Eleven, near where I live. Then they gave me the password to the machine, which holds the parcels. Then finally 10 days, so then finally after 10 days, I sent it away and it was back to me within 10 days. I was still no closer to finding out what the problem was. Fuck my life. So the problem might be a faulty cord or a faulty T5. So what I've already said before, I've bought another one, this time a 500 gigabyte version. I'm hoping this new T5 will solve my problems, but time will tell. My GoPro's done that weird thing again. So that's been my quick 16 minutes and 44 seconds and counting story. This is the box for the T5, the one that I was using, which for some reason was failing with my Atem Mini Pro. This is the box I currently have. There we go, 500 gigabytes right there, ladies and gents. I might, depending on if I can, I'll try and get this sent back and get money back. But guys, that's been my story. Hopefully everything works with this brand new Samsung T5 500 gigabyte version. If you liked the video, give me a like, subscribe, and ring the bell. If you didn't like the video, give me a like, subscribe, and ring the bell. You beauty! You beauty. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.